So this video will walk you through how to create what we call a contact sheet, where you submit some of your images, multiple images on a page, little thumbnail versions of the picture. So I'm on my library tab, and I'm going to open the catalog. I've imported images already, and I could probably go to this previous import. If I'm having a hard time finding images, I could try going to all photographs, but I'm going to go to the first image that I want to turn in. Now typically when I'm looking for you to submit a contact sheet, I want you to include all of the images. So even if they're very similar, or even if they are not your favorite, please plan on turning those in. I often have a minimum requirement. Now, that does not necessarily include those minimum requirements if you have virtual copies. So here you see I have 3 virtual copies of the same. Or if you have like 8 pictures, then maybe it took it on burst mode and you have 8 pictures that are almost exactly the same. But something like this and this, they're very different images. So that's fair game. But what I would do is I would click on the first image, scroll over to the end of whatever the last image is going to be. I'm going to hold Shift on my keyboard and click. Now these are all selected. And preferably you'll have rated these beforehand. So I've got the ratings here. If you just hit numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it'll rate it. If you want to unrate something, you can hit 0. If you only want to submit images that are of a certain rating, you can use this down here. But now I'm going to go, now that I've selected these, I'm going to go over to print. Yours may not look like this if you've not done this yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the template browser, Lightroom templates, and I want to find this 4x5 contact sheet. Now you'll notice it's smaller than what I had before. We're going to change this over. So on the right hand side here, under layout, if layout's closed, just open layout. I'm going to change rows to 4 and columns to 3. Scrolling down, I want to make sure there are these boxes here are checked. What I don't want to do, I don't want to zoom to fill or rotate to fit. Don't check either of those, because otherwise if I do that, it's going to make these boxes, or it's just going to be not the regular image. Sometimes they'll be sideways and things like that. The next thing I'm going to do under page is I'm going to choose photo info, and we're eventually going to call it photo class. I'm going to choose edit, and it says file name here. What I want you to do at the beginning, so you might need to use the little arrow key, is put your period, and then the period you have the class, and then the start of your last name. So mine would be 1 if it's first period, H-I-C-K, or something like that. 3 or 4 letters is fine. I'm going to hit underscore, so there's a little separation. This will show you what that is going to end up looking like. I'll then hit an underscore after the file name. Under this EXIF data here, I'm going to choose exposure. So now it's going to tell me what the settings were on the camera. I'm going to hit underscore. Under the date option for numbering, I'm going to choose date with MON. So you see SEP there, September. And then I'm going to do date double D. So you can pause this at any point if you're falling behind. I'm going to do underscore. Under EXIF data, I'm going to choose rating. And then, so that we have that for the future, I'm going to choose save current settings as new preset. And again, you could just type in photo class, and then you'd hit create. Mine won't let me do it because I already have it. And then you would click done. Now I have a bunch of information from you. To submit that, you're going to hit printer. This is again on the prints tab. You're going to hit printer, PDF, and then you can name it again. So I would say 1 for my period, first 4 letters, 3 or 4 letters of my last name, underscore, and then whatever you're asked to call it in Classroom. So in this case, I will just say composition contact. And this is where it's going to go. So I could save it to my documents, my downloads, my desktop, wherever I know I'll be able to find it. I'll click save, and I'm set. Please reach out if you have questions.